People of Africa understand this, and people here, black people here. The United States knows that the Khazars and Israel are not God's chosen people. They know for a fact that the Israelis are Khazars. There was a memo to that given to Richard Nixon, and Nixon talked about how intelligent black people are. So it is no secret. It's no secret to Netanyahu that he is not a Hebrew Israelite. It's no secret of that. But the reason that Biden said that it was necessary to put the Khazars, who are Caucasians, in Israel is because he wanted a white presence there. In essence, what they want to do is turn the Middle East Caucasian. That's what the Zionists have been doing for centuries. They have been turning entire ethnicities Caucasian. And that's exactly what they want to do in Israel. That's why they are taking out the indigenous people. And they are putting in Caucasians. They're not Hebrew Israelite. They are not black. That's why they can't even take a DNA test because it would be discovered. But the reality of the situation is the DNA tests have already been taken. The Igbos in Africa have the DNA of Hebrew Israelite. In fact, all of Africa has the DNA, depending on the ethnicity. But we are all of the 12 tribes in Africa. Israel, understand this, Israel was black until they assassinated Anwar Sadat, who was the black president. And they replaced him with who? Mubarak, who is what? He is of, if he's still alive, he is of Greek and Roman ancestry. And see, now they've now turned Egypt white. And that's why they wanted a presence in Israel. And the reality of the situation, if they are allowed, the Arab countries had better wake up because they are next. You see, because they plan on, understand this, police chiefs are being trained in Israel. Now they've came over to America and they want to open up this place called Cop City for urban warfare, which is going to be, the purpose of it is going to be to attack people of African heritage, people of Africa here. They want to, that's what it's for. It's to take us out. We had a guy called, I think he called himself Master P or something like that. And he was training black people to defend themselves. They arrested him and put him in jail for nothing on trumped up charges. See, that's why they want, and that's why the United States is so set on defending Israel, because they know, and I will leave you a link to let you to prove that they know, and Netanyahu knows that Israelis are Khazars and they are not Hebrew Israelites. But see, the European media, they're not going to talk about all this. They're not going to bring this up because they are all in cahoots. They are all in cahoots. And now and this guy Rudo bringing GMO, that stuff, if Caucasians aren't doing anything for African American, for Africans who now live here as prisoners, if they're not paying us reparations, then you know good and well they have no love for Africans of the continent. They have no love for you all. No love for the people of Africa if they're not doing anything for the people here who have literally built this country. And you all didn't know till the internet came out that we were taken from Africa as slaves. Until the internet came out, you thought that we were just living here. No, we weren't. And we built cities and towns here that were doing better than the Caucasian cities and towns. And guess what they did? The military bombed them. They destroyed our cities and towns and flooded our neighborhoods with drugs. Understand this. They plan on, and I'm talking to the Arab countries too. Because who were the Palestinians? They took them out. Took them out. Now they'll have a presence. They will have a presence in Israel, and they will have a presence in Egypt, because they can call them both white. And eventually they're going to try to close in on anybody of color. That's their plan. That's Menachem Begin's plan. And I'm going to leave, and I'm gonna leave well, I already did the thumbnail, so you can look at my Spiritual Philosophy 1707. Look through my videos and you will see a thumbnail with him talking about taking over the rest of the world. It is what it is. But understand this, the point of this message is to let you know that they know Israelis are not Hebrew Israelite. They know that they are Khazars. And Biden in particular, he is all in on this. Bill Clinton is all in on this. I mean, come on. An African nation, you have got to come together. Because if you don't, you are going to be deleted. If African nations don't come together, you're going to be deleted. You are going to be deleted. Now, you better understand the racial implications behind this. You better understand the racial implications behind this. So it is a good thing that Ramaphosa is doing what he's doing in Israel and supporting it, and supporting the Palestinians, and supporting the Palestinians, and calling for the United Nations to hold Netanyahu and Biden up for war crime. Because I'm going to tell you this, the United Nations is set up to do, maybe it was set up by Kennedy to bring the world together, but it has been taken over and it is being used exactly the way Malema has said it, has explained it, and we all know it. And the president of Eritrea, we all know the United Nations is hand in hand in the genocide and exploitation of people of color. And in the United States now, they're bringing in migrants from South America and squeezing them into black neighborhoods so that we fight each other like rats in a cage. And see, this will give them a reason to start to militarize the United States. It'll give them a reason to militarize. See, they cause a problem, then they come up with this cure. But if they don't do it, if they straighten out the immigration situation, which they're using anyway, then they wouldn't have this problem. But see what they're doing, they're creating a problem, and then they're going to give a false cure to the problem. They create the problem, and then they're creating a false cure. Like and subscribe. Catch you all later.